Good day, grade 10 learners. Welcome to our last term of the year. Are you ready to go to grade 11? I hope so. I am Skulile Ncube, and this lesson is proudly brought to you by the Gauteng Department of Education. Right, grade 10s, I hope you are ready for our lesson. Let's make sure that our books are there with us, and your pen and your calculator, we're going to be using those for this lesson. You need your book, you need your calculator, you need your pen. Let's make sure that those things are ready for the lesson.
Believe in yourself, more in yourself, because to those that believe, nothing is impossible. You have done this before. You have passed your tests before. You have went into a higher grade before. It is possible because you have done it before. Do not doubt yourself. Keep believing in yourself. Keep pushing, because this can be done and you can be great. You have been given power to decide whether you want good results in your life, in your schoolwork, or you want bad results. As Tony Robbins said, it is in the moment of your decision that your destiny is shaped. And your destiny is shaped right now with the decisions that you are currently making in your schoolwork. So decide whether you want to be an A student and start working on it, because there is power inside of you. The infinite power is inside of you, and the time you decide to tap in that power, you will become who you want to become in your schoolwork.
Sorry for that. There was a small problem, but I think it gave us time to prepare, isn't it? Okay, now let's start our lesson. We're going to look at the measures of central tendency, and then we're going to look at the measures of central tendency for ungrouped data. Ungrouped data, right? When we are saying ungrouped, what do we mean? What is the difference between ungrouped data and grouped data? Right, let me give you this example. Let's say I'm collecting marks for your end of term tests, right? And then I have your individual marks. That is ungrouped, okay? But now, if I say these are the marks for the learners that got between 0 and 29, and then I have another group of learners that got between 30 and 39, and then 40 and 40. And do you see that I'm grouping the marks now from 0 to 29, 20, 30 to 39, like that? That will be grouped. But if I'm just taking the marks as they are, it means it's ungrouped. Okay, so we're going to start by looking at the measures of central tendency for ungrouped data, and then in the next lessons, we're going to look at the grouped data. Okay, right. So at the end of the lesson, you should be able to calculate the measures of central tendency for ungrouped data. What are these measures of central tendency? When I say measures of central tendency, what are they? You're going to find out in this lesson. Right, okay, so in grade 8 and 9, we've done number operations. We're going to use this concept a lot, and then we've done data handling. So it's like revision because we've done this topic in grade 8 and 9. Right, now before we move any further, grade 10s, I want us to do this small activity, very easy activity. We're introducing ourselves to this topic, so let's try to do all the questions in 5 minutes. Let's try. Right, let's mark our work, greetings. Let's mark our work. Right, now, A, determine the sum of the given numbers. When I'm saying finding the sum, what does that mean? Finding the sum of the given numbers, it means you're adding them, isn't it? We're adding them. So we're adding them 2 plus 10 plus 7 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 9. So the sum of the data items, it means you are adding them. So that's 42. Okay. And then we go to B. How many numbers are there on the list? How many numbers did you have? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 data items. There are 7 data items. So these two are very, very important. You see that we're going to use them in what? In the next question. And then C, divide the sum in A. Remember our sum, we got 42. And then by answer in B by the number of data items. Right. So when you divide the sum of the data items by the number of the data items, what are you getting? We are getting what we call the mean. Okay, the mean, which is 6 here. Okay, that's the average. Okay, the mean. How do we get the mean? We say the sum of the data items divided by the number of the data items. Don't worry about the formula now I'm going to give you after our baseline activity. Okay, right. Now I'm trying to introduce these concepts. Now you understand what a mean is, isn't it? Right. Let's say sometimes when you get your report, how do you calculate your average? You add the marks for each subject. If you're doing 7 subjects, then you divide the total by 7, isn't it? They are finding the mean when you're doing that. Okay? Right. And then D said arrange the numbers in an ascending order. Arrange the numbers in an ascending order. What is to ascend? To go up, isn't it? Going up. So ascending order is from the smallest number to the highest number. So we've arranged them here. You see that? It's still the same numbers, these ones, but now they've been arranged in an ascending order. And then the middle number there is what? Is 5. You can do this here. You see that? Cancel there, cancel there, cancel there, cancel there. Our middle number there is 5. So what do we call this middle number? It is called the median. Median. Okay. So we have talked about the mean. We have talked about the median. Okay. That's the median. And then the last one, which number appears most here? Which number appears most? Is 5. And then what do we call this number? Which appears most? It is called the mode. It is called the mode. You see that? So now, these three are the measures of central tendency, right? The mean, the median, and the mode. They are called what? The measures of central tendency. We see that the data items are clustered around these numbers. Okay, the measures of central tendency. Okay, don't forget that. Right, now, consider the data. Right, we have 2, 3, 4, and all these numbers up to 9. Okay, I want us to try. Okay, our lesson is going to be the same thing. We're dealing with these three items: the measure of central tendency, the mean, the median, and the mode. At the end of this lesson, no one should be confused about these three. We're going to do activities about this: mean, median, and mode. We have to understand this, okay? Right, for ungrouped data. So I want you to try. Let's start with A. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to do A. And then after doing A, we'll do B, which is finding the median. And then C, which is just writing the mode. Let's do A for 3 minutes. Right, welcome back, grade 10s. Sometimes the problem is between the mean and the median. Some people are confused now. The mean, what do I do? The median, okay? Sometimes to remind myself about this, I use the this first sound, like the median, middle number. You see that? Sometimes it can assist you. Median, middle number. There's some rhyming there. Okay, right. Now, the mean then is the other one where we are adding all the data items and finding the sum and then divide that sum by the number of the data items. So how many numbers do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Are they 20? Right. So there's nothing difficult about this topic. It's mainly about being accurate. Okay, so when you're adding numbers, I'll advise you, don't add once. Just add your numbers and just add again to confirm. Okay, because it's mainly about being accurate here. Okay, right. And then, so we add the numbers, there are 20 of them, and then we divide the sum by 20, we get 5,5. Now, sometimes you can do this. Let's say here we can see here, there are how many threes? There are 2 threes, isn't it? So we can say 2 times 3 there, or 3 times 2. How many fours here? There are 4 of them, so we can say 4 times 4 there. Okay, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is just like 4 times 4. There are how many fives? There are 3 of them, so you can say 5 times 3. 5 plus 5 plus 5 is like 5 times 3. And then 6 times 3, 7 times 4, 8 times 2, and then plus 9 there. So you can even say the mean, which is represented by x bar, that's the mean there, right, is equals to 2 plus 3 times 2. Okay, you see that? And then plus 4 times 4 plus how many fives? 5 times 3 plus 6 times 3 plus how many sevens? 4 of them. 7 times 4 plus 8 times 2, then plus 9 divided by 20, because there are 20 numbers. See that? So to make your sum become much smaller, instead of writing all the 20 numbers, okay, we'll get the same answer when you do that. Okay, right, let's go to the second part. We're finding the median. So I've shown you how to find the median. Soon after this, I'm going to show you the method that you must use to what? To get the median position. But now let me just do it manually without using that method, the formula. You can say cancel this side. We want to find the median number. There it goes. There it goes. Let's say sometimes the numbers are not many. You can just do this instead of using the formula. You see that? You see that? You see that? And then we have how many median numbers here? It means we have 2 numbers, which is 5 and 6. So where is the median? When you have 2 numbers like that, where is the median? The median is between 5 and 6. It cannot be less than 5. It cannot be more than 6. It has to be between 5 and 6. Which number is midway between 5 and 6? Is 5,5, isn't it? So, but there's the formula that we use. We just find the average, the mean of these two. Just say 5 plus 6 divided by 2. 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 divided by 2 is 5,5. 5,5 is between 5 and 6. You see that? Because I've seen some people making a mistake. They put in the calculator like this. They say, maybe for example, they say 5 plus 6 divided by 2. You see that? That's a serious mistake, because the calculator is going to do both maths there. It will say 6 divided by 2 first and get 3, and then say 3 plus 5, which is 8. And then you see 8 is even above 6. So if you've got 2 numbers, that must give you the median. Then the median must be between those 2 numbers. Okay, it can't be smaller than the smaller one, and it can't be bigger than the bigger one. It has to be in between. Okay, so this is a mistake. So if you do this, you have to put a bracket here so that the calculator will do what? BODMAS will do what is inside the bracket first and then divide after. Okay, right. Now the mod, the number that appears most, we have four fours there and four sevens. So this data set is bimodal. It is possible to have a data set that has got modes which are more than what? More than one. Okay, so if it's one just mod, here it's bimodal because there are two modes. It can be even trimodal, or sometimes you have a data set which does not have a mod. You see that? So it is possible. Like if you check your marks for your 7 subjects, you find that those 7 marks are what? All of them are different. There's no mod there. You see that? Okay. Right, given the data, the following data, I'm going to explain this. We'll move together here. Given the following data, determine the mean. Okay, the mean. Right, now let me explain this. So the mean is not affected by the arrangement of the data items because actually you're just adding them. But it is advisable that when you get a data set like this, arrange your things. Arrange your data items in an ascending order before you do anything. You see that? So that you don't make that mistake of trying to find the median when the data set is not arranged like this. So get your numbers, arrange them in an ascending order, and then make sure that you're using those numbers which are arranged. So we'll start with the mean, and then after that we find the median, and then after that we do the mod. Okay, let's start with the mean. So I said arrange the data items in an ascending order. I've done the arrangement here. After arranging learners' grade 10s, check your numbers. Check your numbers. Like here we have how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So there are 21 numbers here. Check after arranging it. Do you still have 21 numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. You see that? Okay, so the chances that you are correct here, they are very, very high. So after arranging your numbers, what do? Check if you still have all the numbers. Okay, right, let's find the mean. We're adding the numbers. So the mean is the sum of values in the data set divided by the number of items in the data set. That's the formula you use to find the mean. And then we add all these numbers and divide by the number of those items. We get 49,67. Okay, right. I want you to write your short notes. Maybe even writing just this formula is enough. Okay, we've been doing these calculations. So just remember, I said I'm going to give you the formula. You can write this formula down and then for 1 minute, and then after that we continue. 1 minute. Right, welcome back, learners. I hope you managed to write your short notes there. Let's find the median. Right, now, sometimes we'll get very big numbers, like we have 21 numbers or 100 numbers. How do we find the medians? Are we going to be canceling both sides till we get to the median number? No, no, no. There is a formula that you can use to find the median position. Please take note. The formula I'm going to give you does not give you what? Does not give you the median. It gives you the median position. Okay, right. So this is the formula. So the middle value of the data set you use, median is position is 1 over 2 or half times n plus 1. In some books, you may find it written like this, n plus 1 divided by 2. It's just the same thing. Okay, right. Can you write this one down for 30 seconds? And wait for you 30 seconds, right? The median position is half times n plus 1 or n plus 1 divided by 2, just like the way I have written it for 30 seconds. Right, I really hope you managed to write your formula. Right, what is n there? N is the number of data items in the set. Right, n is the number of data items. Like here, how many items do we have? We have 21. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21. We have 21. So where there's n, put 21 and find your median position. What do you get? Half times n plus 1. 21 plus 1 is 22. What is half of 22? It's 11, isn't it? So the median position, it means is the 11th position. It means the median here is an item which is in position number 11. 11 is not the median. Okay, it is not the median. The median is in position number 11. Okay, right, let's check now position number 11. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. You see that the 50, this 50 is the 11th number. That's why it is very important for us to arrange our numbers in an ascending order. Okay, if in descending order, do you know that you get your median? But now descending is dangerous because we're going to talk about other things later. We're going to talk about the lower quartile, the upper quartile, and all those things. So let's arrange our numbers in an ascending order. Right, and then that is our median, which is the 50% is the median. Right, before we talk about the mode, I want us to discuss about a situation where there are two numbers in the middle. We had an example, remember, when we started, where we had 5 and 6, and our median we said is 5,5. Do you remember that example? But now, how do we use our formula, this formula now, when we have the data items, the number of data items is even? Let me show you that before we go to the mode. Right, so now, if the number of data items in the set is even, like this one, let's say we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. You see, we have 10 items. Right, how do we get the position of the median when it's like this? Okay, let's use our formula and see. Where there's n, we're going to put 10, and then we're getting 5,5, 5,5 position. How do you read this? 5,5. An item which is position number 5,5. Can you have something like that? It is impossible. The position is discrete. Remember, position number 1, position number 2, position number 3. You can't have position which is a decimal. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? So it means that our median is between the data item which is in position 5 and the other one which is in position 6. Okay, do you see that? So the median is between data item number 5 and data item number 6. You see that? That's what it means. So now, data item number 5 is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25. Data item number 6 is 28. You see that? Okay. So it means that the median is between the 5th and the 6th item. And then that is 25 and 28. And then what do? We add the two numbers, 25 plus 28 divided by 2, right, like this, and then we get 26.5%. That's the median. Do you see that? 25 is not the median, 28 is not the median. The median is between 25 and 28. And take note, I'm emphasizing this because I've seen this mistake a lot, whereby learners find the median position and then that position becomes their median. I've told you, this formula does not give you the median. I'm going to emphasize it because I don't want you to lose marks. It gives you the median position. Then you get your median. Okay. I hope you've understood. Right? Can we go to the next one? The next question you must try it, isn't it? We have learned a lot now. We'll try the next question. Still the same process, median, mean, median, mode. And then after this activity, we'll go to something which is a bit different, but still on the what? On the mean, median, and mode. Right, let's try to do this activity on our own. On your own there. Oh, we haven't done the mode. We forgot about the mode. We've been talking about. Okay, the mode here is the number that appears twice. There is 50. The mode is 50. Okay. So the mode, the median, and the mean, they are measures of central tendency. They give us the same picture. If you check here, our median was also 50%. Okay, right. If we calculate the mean, also you may find that it is what? It is nearer to 50% if our data is symmetrical. Right. The following are two sets of data for two groups of learners. Right. Can you try to do this one for A? Determine the mean, median, and mode for group A. Right, group B, we're just going to do it fast together. Group A, I'm going to give you time. Right, you need the mean. Mean, you may need 2 minutes for that. Median, are they already? Okay, let me not give you a clue. And then mode, so 5 minutes is enough. Let's do A, for group A only for 5 minutes. Let's try. Right, welcome back, learners. Let's try to do this together. But before we do that, I would like to thank Sifas Tinyoga Secondary School. You discovered something. There was a mistake, a typo error there. So after this activity, we'll go back to the slide and discuss the mistake there, okay? Right, but now let's do this, and then after this, we'll go back to that slide. Thank you very much. Right, so let's find the mean here. Are these numbers already arranged? Let's go back. Are they arranged? No, they are not arranged. So we're supposed to arrange them first in an ascending order. Okay, so now they are arranged. You see that? So don't forget that, learners, it's marks. It's a mark to arrange, learners, to arrange numbers. It's not like it's doing it for free, isn't it? So make sure that your numbers are arranged. Sometimes they do give you data which is already what? Having numbers arranged. Right, so the mean, we add all the numbers and divide by the number of data items. There are how many data items? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we add all those and divide by 10. We get 149,4. Okay, right, I really hope there's no mistake there. And then the median, our numbers are already arranged. So the median position is going to be our median is going to be between item number 5 and item number 6. So it means it is between 142 and 150. So we find the average of those two. Okay, we get 146. Mark your work, learners. Let's mark our work. All right, the mode. Do we have a mode there? The number that appears the most, I think, is 139. What do you think? Yes, there's no other number that appears twice, only 139. Yes, that is the mode. Okay, right. Now, and then we're asked to do, let's do B together. It's just the same thing, it's monotonous. So let me just give you the answers, and then we go back to that mistake that we talked about. So here, the numbers are arranged in what? In an ascending order. We find the mean. And then there are how many items? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9. So again, to get what? The position is straightforward. 5th position. So it means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 150 is our median there. And then the mode is 132. Okay. Right. Let's just take a short break while I go back to the slide I was talking about. Just a short break.
Believe in yourself. Believe a little more in yourself. Because to those that believe, nothing is impossible. You have done this before. You have passed your tests before. You have went into a higher grade before. It is possible because you have done it before. Do not doubt yourself. Keep believing in yourself. Keep pushing because this can be done and you can be great. The road to success is to commit to yourself. In order for you to become who you want to become as a student, you need to commit to reading your books, to studying, to bettering yourself. I know it's not going to be easy. Actually, no one said it's going to be easy. But if you put in the work, the results will show in your life. Tap into your power. Sometimes you will feel like putting away your books, and not reading as much as you're supposed to be. But I want you to commit, because through commitment, there is infinite power.
Welcome back. This is the mistake that we're talking about. I think it's a typo error. If you check now, if you add your numbers with the 15, we're going to get the same answer. So the error is here. It's supposed to be 15 instead of 25. So otherwise, if you replace that 25 with 15 there, our numbers are going to be arranged in an ascending order. And then if we add them, we're going to get the correct sum. We're going to get this correct answer. Okay, thank you very much. I really hope that this did not confuse you. Okay, it shows that we are together in this lesson. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. So it was just a typo error. This 25 should be replaced with 15. Okay, so let me quickly scroll down to our where we did our lesson. also where we ended, and then we continue from there. Okay, right. We did this part, we've done here, we did this, we've done this, we've done this. Okay, we are here now, and I want you to try. The following scores are arranged in an ascending order. This is from a past examination question paper. And then where y and z are variables, if the median of the scores is 5.5, okay, calculate the value of y. I want you to try this in 3 minutes. Feel free even to discuss with your colleagues there in 3 minutes. Then after 3 minutes, I'll come back and show you what you were supposed to do. Let's try. 3 minutes. Welcome back, returns. I really hope you managed to do something. Was it difficult? It wasn't, isn't it? Let's see. The following scores are arranged in ascending order. It's a good thing because then the items are already arranged for us. And then now there are how many items? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now it means we have to find the median position here. We say half of 8 plus 1, which is 4,5. What does that mean? If it's 4,5, it means the median is between term number 4 and term number 5. Right, item number 4 and item number 5. Now I'm talking about the sequences. No, items, data items. Right, so it means the median is between these 4th and 5th score. These two. And then how do we find the median? Our median is 5.5. How do we find the median when it's like that? We add the two scores, isn't it? We say 5 plus y divided by divided by 2 is equals to, it must give us 5.5. And then it will be better to convert this mixed number to an improper fraction. Do you remember that? We say 2 times 5, which is 10, 10 plus 1, which is 11. So 5.5 is 11 over 2. Do you remember that? Yes. So it becomes easier when you do that. So we say 5 plus y divided by 2 must give us 11 over 2. 11 over 2. And then can you try to solve from here? If you can do it, try to be faster than me. Can you try that? How do we solve for y when it's like this? It's very easy. The denominators are the same. So we can just equate the numerators. So it means 5 plus y is equals to 11. Even if you cross multiply here, at the end we're going to get the same thing. Right. So 5 plus y is equals to 11. And then we solve for y transpose. Becomes 11 11 minus 5, which is 6. Right. Okay, which is 6. So it means our y is equal to 6. Even someone could tell that, no, here 5 is 5,5. So from 5 to 5,5, there's a gap of 0,5. So it means from 5,5 to the next number, there must be a gap of 0,5 because the median is between the two numbers. Okay, so now we can say 5,5 plus 0,5, you're going to get your 6. Okay, instead of doing complicated equation like this. So either way, you're going to get your answer. Okay, right. Now let's find z. Let's go to the next question, to the next part of the question. If the mean of this course is 5, calculate the value of z. Now we have our y now. How do we find the mean? We still have a few minutes. Okay, 8 minutes we have. So now let me give you 2 minutes to try this. 2 minutes. And then after 2 minutes, I'm going to show you how to do it. Try to find the value of z. Let's try. Right, welcome back, returns. There is a question about 8.1. There's a learner that you do not understand how we do it. So I will go back to that question, but we're still waiting for the name of the school. It's fine. But while you're waiting for the name of the school, we can continue. Let me go back to 8.1. Right. Right. Let me say now, let's say we have another data set. Let's say we have 2, 4, 5, 6, and then let me say 7 here. and then 8, and then 9. Right. Now, let's say we are supposed to find the median for this data set. So your middle numbers here is 5 and 7. What were you going to do? You're going to say 5 plus 7 divided by 2 to give us what? To give us our median. Isn't it? Right. Now, it is the same thing here. But now, instead of having numbers, we have a variable. So it's 5 plus y divided by 2 equals what? The median. So it's 5 plus y divided by 2 equals to the median. And we are given the median. We are given the median. So now, let me use this space here. Okay, instead of using the improper fraction, I'll use even the decimal. Right, I'll say 5 plus y over 2 is equals to 5.5 as a decimal. What is it? It's 5 comma 5 comma 5. You can put it in the calculator. Remember to use the mixed number function. Is 5 comma 5. So let me use 5 comma 5. Okay, see that? And then what do? We multiply by 2 on both sides of the equation. We multiply by 2. We say times 2 here, times 2 there. It becomes 5 plus y is equals to 11. You see that? And then we can bring 5 this side. Becomes y is equal to 11 minus 5. Y is equal to 6. You see that? Okay. Is it better now? Right. So nothing has changed here. Instead of the numbers, we have the variable y. Okay. Right. Let me try to explain 8.2. So now again, we're using our formula for finding the mean. We add all these numbers and divide by the number of data items. Now, how are we going to add the numbers and the z now? So the z will remain as the z because these will be unlike terms. So these other numbers, what do they give us? So we add them. So it's going to be 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus z. And then these numbers are like terms. We can add them. They give us what? They give us 32 plus z divided by 8 because there are 8 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then if we add this and divide by 8, we must get the mean, which is 5. You see that? So nothing has changed. We are finding the sum of the data items, dividing by the number of data items, and then we're getting our mean. Now, let's solve for z. We're using our knowledge about what? About algebraic equations. So now we multiply both sides by 8. So it's going to be 32 plus z over 8 times 8. You get 32 plus z. What is 5 times 8 is 40. So you get something like this. Okay? Right. So if you say 32 plus z divided by 8 times 8 is equal to 5 times 8. You see that? 8, they cancel each other out. You remain with 32, or they give us 1. Sometimes they cancel each other out. People just cancel things, then things disappear sometimes. You get a 1 if you divide the same things. You get a 1. So it's 32 plus z is equals to 40. And then we subtract 32 from both sides. It becomes z is equals to 8. You see that? Okay. Right. Was it difficult? It was challenging a bit, but I think from this lesson now, you'll be able to do questions like this. Okay. Right. Now, we're done. What is happening? Oh, I'm just writing 8 there. And then what is the mode of the scores? Now, this one is the easiest. How can an easy question come later like this? Okay. So the mode is, what is the mode? Very easy. Everyone is getting this one. The mode is 6. Very good. So everyone got our last question of the lesson. Right. Now, and then this is our homework. I want you to try and copy it in 1 minute. And then after that, we just summarize our lesson. Let's try. Right, welcome back, grade 10s. Our last question came from Sifas Nyoga Secondary School. Thank you very much. I really hope that, or I know that the question that you asked helped a lot of people because it was a bit challenging. But I think after re-explaining it again, a lot of people managed to understand. Okay, thank you very much for that question. Right, and then now we've done interaction during our lesson, so I think we really appreciate that, and let's continue. Feel free. If there's something you don't understand, please send us your questions as early as possible. Remember that we can even go back and check what you did not understand and make sure that we fix our things, isn't it? Okay, your contribution really helps. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And then let's summarize our lesson. We said the mean, you find the sum of the data items and divide by the number of data items in the set. The median is the mean value of the ordered data set. Use the formula half n plus 1 to find the position of the median. Mod is the data item that appears most. So now these three measures of central tendency, we know about them, and everyone is getting marks when we get ungrouped data, and we are required to find the median, the mode, or the mean. We're going to look at the other items in our next lesson. Don't miss the lessons, grade 10s. Let's meet in our next lesson. Goodbye.